When you think of an animated film, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Played out themes, cash grabs, topical amusement? A lot of these things seem to be plaguing the animation industry as of lately. Maybe the overall bar has just been lowered. Maybe the industry just feels it's too risky to trust us with something well thought out. They can just easily pump out another money grab and make their money back and then some, right? Now, this isn't something that only the American industry is suffering from. Japanese animation has been guilty of this for quite some time. Although there are some great things that come out of Japanimation, such as Studio Ghibli films, and yes, they've been around for quite a while, they can't be the only saving grace. Lucky for us, they definitely aren't. As guilty as Japan is for adhering to its cash cows and playing it safe, they know a thing or two about deviating from the norm. A name that is synonymous for this is Mamoru Hosoda. He's made a variety of works, but our focus is going to shift towards one specific film of his, Summer Wars, and its theme of the dangers of technological dependency and the advantages it provides us. You may be asking yourselves, what is Summer Wars? To keep things short and to the point for now, it's the creation of Japanese director Mamoru Hosoda. At the time when Summer Wars came out, Hosoda had just finished working on one of his earlier films, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. It followed the story of Makoto Kono, a high school girl who acquires the ability to travel through time. It was well received in America and Japan, winning a couple of awards along the way. Riding off of his success, the studio which animated the film, Madhouse, came to Hosoda and asked him to make some more gold for them. Since Hosoda was already riding a science fiction wave from his previous mentioned film, he and writer Satoko Okudera cooked up a nice story for the execs over at Madhouse. This is where Summer Wars comes into place. Summer Wars is a film centered around an online world known as Oz. Oz is a virtual world where things as simple as paying your bills and entering a digital game of tennis can be done with ease. In the fictional world of Summer Wars, everyone depends on Oz for day-to-day tasks. See where I'm heading with this? Hosoda is using Oz as a satirical example of our already existing dependency on technology to do, well, just about everything for us. Now I know what you're probably thinking. He's just trying to say technology is bad. Well, yes and no. I'll go into detail, but first let's talk about the story. The film opens up with a beautiful shot of Oz, the virtual world, and we get a glimpse of it as the audience. We are then greeted by our protagonist, Kenji. As quickly as we introduce him, we are also thrusted into the main plot. Kenji has been tricked into going with his crush, Natsuki, to her family's ancestral home for the 90th birthday of her great-grandmother. There, he is passed off against his will as Natsuki's boyfriend to her very large family. While there, Kenji is sent a mysterious code which he proceeds to solve, and in doing so, inadvertently breaches Oz's impeccable and unbreakable security system. This leads to an evil virus known as Love Machine, being able to wreak havoc in Oz and causing mayhem to the world that society depends so much on. Okay, so this is where the technology's evil aspect comes in. It would be easy to just take this message from the film and move on, right? Well, it's not that simple, you see. The only way Love Machine is inevitably defeated is with the efforts of people from all over the world banding together through Oz to help take him down. This is the prime example of the blessing that technology can be, and that's what Hosoda is trying to show us. Just like everything else in the world, technology isn't perfect. Of course there are going to be some hiccups here and there, but this shouldn't deter us from seeing the possibilities that something like Oz could technically bring us, and that's unity. To wrap things up, what Hosoda was trying to show us is that we need to look around and appreciate that we live in a digital age in which you can talk to someone halfway across the world from you in a matter of seconds effortlessly. This is something that those that came before us could have only dreamed of, and we kind of sort of really take it for granted and only like to think of all the bad that comes with technological advances instead of the good. Mamoru Hosoda does a wonderful job of showing us the dangers of technological dependency while also showing us the advantages as well through Summer Wars, with a well-paced story and tone. If you haven't seen it yet, you definitely should, regardless if you think technology is scary or not.